Rightio, we should be live. It is 10 past 7. Nothing too unusual. Honestly, if you've never seen my streams, at least the Forbidden Memory streams, I normally end up starting a little bit later. But in this case, I lost track of time. Well, I lost track of time. I was eating my dinner, and because I wanted to eat before I started the stream, not in the middle of the stream, which I think is what I did last time. So, I wanted to get that out of the way. So that there most likely would not be any interruptions. And so one of my family members was asking me something, so I was talking to my sister. So I sorted that out, and I talked to my parents, sorted that out, and I came out and was like, well, I'll just play some music in the background and I'll be back. But I still live in with my parents, so I can't afford to move out at the moment. So you've got other distractions. I've been quite lucky and fortunate that they don't really pester me when I'm actually streaming like now. Like normally they don't. Sometimes I do get interruptions, but not that bad. And I am fidgeting so much you can't see, but you might be able to see in a minute. I'm actually sitting on my computer chair because I normally just kind of chill on my actual bed, but the reason why I am not is because actually let me get rid of this as well. Remove. You won't be able to see it, but the reason being is because I thought that if I sat in a different spot, then bloody chair. If I sat in a if I sat in a different spot. If I sat in a different spot, excuse me, I thought that the light would shine on me better. Granted, I am wearing a cap, but honestly, my light in my room is kind of bad. So yeah, it's okay, but it's not great. So every time I look back, I do sort of look kind of iffy. Hello. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad. Let me have a look. I could move in a bit closer, I guess, so you guys can see me. Hello. But yeah. Anyway, let me just do this. And hopefully the stream will just pop and do what I want it to do. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Where's my controller? There it is. Oh, no! Chair, please. Yeah, I'm sitting quite close to to my computer chair. So let me move that. I guess I'll leave it open. If the stream lags, then I won't. So, okay, you get Forbidden Memories. Alright, again I will mention, well, this is more of the whole thing. I'm Jay from the GamebustersUK, and this is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories live stream hunt for Exodia session final, which would be session 6, but I just thought I'll just put final. This is it. I've been trying to get Exodia for about 5 sessions. Well, to be fair, like the first 2 or 3 sessions, I think I redid the story and did it all over again, so that doesn't really count unless I was really lucky to get it along the way. But I did get the Exodia pieces along the way with my grindings, so the only one I had left is the head. Now, I think I've done 2 sessions and I've been unsuccessful because the head is really rare. This is the last time I'm going to be doing a live stream to obtain Exodia, but it doesn't mean it's going to be the end of the live streams for Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. I've already discussed before in the update video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please check the channel. I recently uploaded it just now, so if you're watching this on the post, you might see it under this video. 25th of the 3rd, yeah, which is the same day I'm streaming right now. But look at that, and I talk about, right at the beginning of the video, I talk about how basically I have an idea of when I get all the pieces of Exodia, which I'll have to cheat for the other pieces, unfortunately, but I have to, if I want to get them and use them. I'll be doing the story mode live stream, and I will be completing the story mode, trying to beat everyone with Exodia, and I have to customize my deck depending on the opponent. So I mustn't be too overpowered, but I have to make it fair so I can win, if you know what I mean, because obviously Forbidden Memories is a really hard game. So I have to customize if I can have this trap or this magic or this monster, because really monsters other than Exodia are going to be like defense, wall defenses, essentially, you know, like Labyrinth Wall or something, or Millennium Shield. Because the whole idea, I figure I have to win with Exodia. That's the condition. So I have to try and win with Exodia. So I also have to try and not to win by, like, say, S-teching, like, you know, just put a wall up and the opponent keeps attacking and they lose their life points. I mustn't win that way. I don't know what to do. I guess I'd like start all over again. If that happens, I'd have to start all over again. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I think of it as like if you've ever heard of a Pokemon Nuzlocke run where you can only catch certain Pokemon in a certain area, and if that Pokemon dies, you can't use it again. Think of it like that, where I screw up, I have to start all over again. I have to move with Exodia. So I thought that'd be an interesting, tricky, possibly, stream. And I don't know where I'm going to do it next week, but this is definitely going to be the last session to try and obtain Exodia live. I could fight Haishin, but I think I'm going to stick with Seto the second, because he does have a higher rate, from what I read. So I'm just going to stick with him, honestly, and we'll see how we go. I haven't been getting too many 5-star though, you know, like S rank, A ranks, which is probably the problem why I haven't been getting Exodia at all anyways, because of that, you know. But if I get cards like Meteor B Dragon and make sure to put my Guardian Star to Sun, then I will be able to take down Gate Guardian, second strongest card, and I won't have any issues then pretty much after that. So of course we've got Blue Eyes White Dragon. This, I'd like to think this is like one of the best, if not best, kind of decks that I have for this game in terms of like offense. Because obviously you can only place one card per turn, you can only place one, all card, you know, it's not like where you place a monster and then you can place like 2 magic cards, 2 face downs or something, you know, so you're kind of, it's old school. Well, I don't think it was ever really old school where you could only place 1 card in general. But you know, this is the old school where you can just summon a card without any sacrifices, and that's it. That is literally it. So I could just fuse without polymerization. I think that's how you say it. That's somewhat difficult to say, believe me. So yeah, and I figure what might be interesting, maybe not, is that I do a bit of webcam. You know, in the off chance that I get Exodia, I'm gonna be like, ah! You know, it'd be like a reaction or something. But I don't normally do webcam, honestly. It's not a thing that I do, so it's just something I just decided to do. But yeah. So this is the last session. You'll have to let me know, guys. Have you enjoyed these sessions? Have you not enjoyed these sessions? If not, why? Or, you know, whatever. Just let me know your... I think that's Gate Guardian or something strong. So let me, you know, let me know, guys, your thoughts on the series. If you want any more you go Forbidden Memories content, I've got the Let's Play on there. But if you want any like special decks customized or something, like I have a certain deck, I could do that. Probably won't be live streams, but it will just be recorded. But yeah, let me know if you guys still play this game and what your thoughts on it are. Oh, I could take down Blackluster with Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's not too bad. What did he put in defense? Moon. That's probably Wall Shadow, so I'm not going to attack. Which means I'm probably not going to get an A or an S this round. I have a feeling. Oh, we didn't attack with that, so okay. Do I dare? Do I dare? You know what? I'm going to. Oh, red eyes. Okay, okay. It's fine. There we go, which is Metal Zoa. Okay. We got the Guardian Star advantage there, so that's good. Really, light overall is really good against Seto. Except for, like, I guess Blue Eyes, where you can use, like, Skull Knight, Mercury or something, but since most of his strong monsters, Gate Guardian, Metal Zoa, Black Luster, are all dark, if you have a Blue Eyes or Meet You or Black Dragon and change it to Sun, then boom, there you go. Sorted. Even if you don't have equipped cards. But it helps to have equipped cards anyway, so, you know. Oh yeah, by the way guys, I was sort of somewhat moaning, somewhat hinting that things weren't very good in terms of a certain delivery last session. It finally came. It came on Monday, which I had a feeling I knew it would, but I was ready to complain if it didn't. So I was like, yeah, you better, you know. And then it turned up, and I just kind of scratched my head. And I just thought, I guess Royal Mail just didn't care, didn't give a crap. I don't know, but they didn't deliver it. Even though Amazon was like, oh, we're delivering it on the day, and I was like, you know. And I was thinking if I'd actually paid that extra fee, because I didn't, because there wasn't an option for it. It just said, oh, we'll deliver it on the day. Wink, wink, trust us. I was like, wow, it's either that or wait for it for like 4 or 5 days anyway. And in the end, technically I did wait 3 days, but, you know, it was the weekend, so they weren't going to deliver it. And I finally got it, and it was Pokken Tournament. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it was, yeah, it's Pokken Tournament for the Wii U. It was out on the 18th. I did have plans for it, hoping that it would come on the day of release, and it didn't, so I was like, whatever, you know, it is what it is, it doesn't matter. And I haven't really tried it because I've still been playing Digimon Story Cyber stuff. I've just been grinding. Honestly, I've got to this point where I've got a somewhat good grinding spot. There's like a rare Digimon that gives you a lot of experience. Kind of reminds me of like Metal Slimes in like Dragon Quest series and stuff. And I'm just grinding there. I don't know if that's the best spot, but I'm just going there because I feel like I'm close to endgame. But when I was watching someone's live stream playing the game, someone was saying in the chat that it wasn't near endgame, and I not to say that that person might tell the truth, but you sort of have a feeling when it's like endgame. I know there's post stuff, but I was like, you know, that was, you know, I was just like, and so I was very, very iffy on it all. Yeah, I was very iffy on it all, so I wasn't sure what to do, honestly. Oh, okay, okay. I was looking at something and I was just like, why is this happening? I don't know. Hey, don't you know? I'm still a bit iffy about YouTube gaming though, I will say that. About how to set up live streams. I still haven't properly set up streams. And I noticed, like, when I was looking at my analytics, it was saying that one of my videos had like a lot of views for our videos, not a lot in a general scheme of things because it was very minuscule, honestly, but considering most of the time our views are quite small. Depends. If the video is old, then maybe we've got loads of views, or if the game is really, really, really popular, then maybe. But I'm talking about we upload a video and pretty much it's just, you know, a struggle. I'll say that. Anyway, so do I want to do this? I'm gonna do it. So I checked my analytics and it was saying I had quite a few views, and I was like, that shouldn't be. And first thing I thought was, is it all the views of the streams I've done in the past? Maybe. I still am not too sure about that. But it just kept saying, look, this session whatever, one of the sessions. So I clicked on it and I was like, this doesn't have this many views. What's going on? Is YouTube playing me? And it just took me to the live stream and I was like, oh. Well, I mean, the live stream, but I mean, like, the YouTube gaming, but I was offline, and I was like, so that's just all the views I've gathered all up together, I guess. It's kind of weird that they kept saying it was, like, this video, and I was like, one of my videos have got this many views, but no, it was talking about the live stream, so, like I say, I guess it's just, like, all of the views built up all together. But I obviously can't check it, because it just tells me how many likes are on the live stream on the YouTube gaming thing, you know. Yeah, I don't know if I like that Coke. I bought this Diet Cola, like this cheap supermarket Diet Cola, just because the Pepsi I normally get was not on offer. And even though my parents are paying for it, I do still feel sort of bad. And I don't like to pay more money if I don't have to. And I was like, what should I do? Should I get it? And my dad was like, there's a cheap stuff over there. And I was like, you know what? Fine. Go for it. So I went for it. And I don't like it. But I think it's better than Diet Coca-Cola. Because I'm pretty certain the last time I had that, I don't know, I just left a funny taste in my mouth. Coca-Cola Zero is fine, but Diet, okay, Diet Cola, Diet Coca-Cola just does not sit well with me. I don't know why. It just doesn't. it just doesn't. By the way, if you have already seen the update, this is all. Excuse me, burps and hiccups. Fizzy man, yeah, she called me the fizzy man. If you send the updates, the update I should say, yeah, this video is on YouTube Gaming. What I figured is I've been doing these live streams of Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories specifically on YouTube Gaming. Why stop now? So I'm just sticking it like this for now. If push comes to shove, if I consider it like a new series, which it kind of is, like a new session, it'll probably be like a one and done thing, but I'll probably add it to it. But I think I might have figured out a way where I can get the game up on the channel, because I don't like using Twitch when I want to do playbacks to YouTube, because I just have rendering issues getting it to upload, and the quality is just terrible when I eventually do get it up to there. But I think I found a way where I can upload it and it should be fine. Should be being the word. Oh, I could have used Skull Knight. I didn't think of that. Never mind. Anyway, yeah. I may figure out a way, so if I do, when I do the old, yeah, when I do, because I will do it, because I want to do it anyway, because I think it's a good idea. I'll find it fun anyway. When I do the whole Exodia story mode thing, I might go to Twitch. Maybe. I don't know. It's not like I have to have too many special features or anything, because, as you can probably tell, I don't have viewers coming out my ears, like certain people. You know, so we're a small channel, so it's not like anyone can say, you should, Twitch is better because it has this and this and this. It does, but when there's hardly anyone watching your stream anyway, it don't really affect you, does it, you know? It's more for me, I'm more used to Twitch. That's just what it is, really. I'm more used to Twitch. But YouTube Gaming is more handy because just plops it on your channel, and there you go. So I don't have to worry about that. Dragon Seeker, I always thought that was a good card when I first got that. I mean, it is-ish, but I just mean compared to all the other cards. It's not as good, but it's decent, you know. Then again, I'm a big dragon person, so I just like dragons. I just think they're like the best thing ever. So, and I always thought Charizard was a dragon in Pokemon. I was like, oh my god, that's badass. It evolves into a dragon, and it's like, no, it's like, okay. But then there's Dragonite, and I was like, ooh, okay. Ooh, Dragonite, you say? I want to say Dragonite was the only Dragon Pokemon in Generation 1, unless you include its pre-evolutions. But I think... I can't actually remember its previous... well, I can't remember the names. Oh no, never mind. I remember. Dratini, I think, is water. I don't think it's dragon. I think Dragon Air is... Dragon Air? Yeah, I think Dragon Air, because the name is Dragon, is, you know... Which is something I don't quite... Well, they call it Dragon Air. It can, like, fly, float, but it doesn't have any wings. You'd think you'd call that Dragon Air to Dragonite and call it something else. I don't know. That's just me, but... That's just me, but yeah. We're actually going on longer than I thought. Weren't expecting that. But that's a soldier. So I guess going back to Pokken Tournament, I haven't played that much of it. Because like I said, I've been playing Digimon Story, Cyber stuff, and I've been grinding and getting a load of different Digimon, and it's actually not as bad because I learned how to improve my experience quite a lot. So it's actually not that bad. I can get Digivolutions very quickly, but I still haven't worked out how the Digivolve and the Digivolving stat passover works, because I swear, like, stats don't increase like I expected them to. So I feel like raising them up to level 99 is a waste of time. But I don't know yet. It feels like it is, honestly. I don't know though. I honestly don't know. But yeah, anyway, so I did try it, but really I was just like, you know, I went to the tutorial and I was just like, okay, this is a bit much to take in. I think I'm just going to have to go nuts and experiment at some point, and I just haven't done it yet. So I did the tutorial. I think there's like more tutorials popped up, and I was like, I may look into it. The one thing I could say is the only Pokemon I've played is Charizard at the moment, because I like Charizard, like I said before. So the first thing I thought was, alright, let's just see how Charizard, and immediately he feels sluggish, and I thought to myself, well, he is supposed to be a power character, because you have the power characters, so they're slower. You have standard, which strangely enough, Pikachu is standard, yet Pikachu Libre, which is pretty much Pikachu in a, like a sumo, not sumo, like a Spanish wrestling mask, like a luchador mask. And I'm like, okay, wouldn't Pikachu just be speed anyway? Still Pikachu. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't even know why there's two Pikachus in there, but you know, fan service. Pikachu, we love Pikachu. We can't get enough of Pikachu. All that jazz. And my ear is itching like mad. But anyway, yeah, Pikachu is standard. I thought that was weird. I was playing Charizard, and I felt sluggish. And I don't know if it's the controls or not, because I haven't played any other games. Please let me know if anyone has played Pokken. Feel free to let me know in the comment section. Is it just me, or is Charizard supposed to feel like that? Because honestly, I moved on the analog stick and there was a delay before he moved, and I was like, is that just a delay startup for him, or is that how the game plays? Like, I've watched other people and it doesn't look like it's like that, so the only thing I can think of, then again I haven't seen any Charizard players, the only thing I can think of is that it is just Charizard. But I'll have to experiment. I'm just curious. It's just like, I you know, held on the stick and there was a little bit of a delay, and I just thought, you're just standing there, and I just kind of expected it to be more instant. You know, you move the analog stick and there you go, but it was like sluggish, and I was like, okay. I mean, once he gets going, it's not so bad, but it's just at the beginning. I was just like, if you start and then if you stop and then if you start and stop and start again, it's like, what's going on? I don't quite get what's going on there with Charizard. But I have to get into it at some point. It's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be hard work for me personally to get into it. Not saying it's a hard game, but it's a fighting game, and I don't play as many fighting games. Because to be honest, most of the time I just played Dragon Ball Z games. That was like the only fighting game really. Sometimes I played a few like Tekken games, but I never owned them. I only played like my friends' Tekken games and stuff. And I played like one Street Fighter game, I think, at one point. That was it. But I don't own any of these games. I got Mortal Kombat, but I hardly ever touched that. You know, so it's just mainly just Dragon Ball Z. And if I ain't playing that, then that's it. I don't really count Super Smash Bros. Really. It's kind of a fighting game, but it's kind of a party game as well. You know, so I don't know. Would you call it a party game? A action adventure? No, not action adventure. Action, something along the lines of that. Anyway, but let's get twin-headed for the dragon. You know, but I hope to have some fun with it. It does look good, and it looks like once I get used to it, I'll definitely get in the swing of things. You know, and I don't think I'll be touching online for a very long time if I ever do it. But since I go online on Smash Bros sometimes, or I have done in the past anyway, I'm sure I will give it a try, but only when I've somewhat mastered Charizard, if I can even do that, or even if I decide to choose it. Well, I've chose him, so I don't know if I could change my partner, but I know you can like play as other people in practice, so I think that might be like that online, where you like you can like change your partner, but I think in story mode, if there's a story mode or whatever that mode is, I think you just choose a partner and then there you go. Maybe you could change it, I don't know. I'm not sure. And the roster's really... Oh, another Dragon Sticker. The roster's really small, considering how many Pokemon there are. I don't know, I just kind of expected more. And I felt like there should be more variety. Again, Pikachu Libre. And Machamp is like the only fighting type. Just feels weird to me. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh no. It has to be sun. There's always the sun. The sun shine bright on Gate Guardian, and that's probably Gate Guardian. So I'm gonna have to do this. Blue Eyes cover myself. I screwed up. You done screwed up. Oh, it's alright. That's Black Dust as well, just fine. Never be too careful, man. I mean, granted, if it was, say, the third, it would be Blue Eyes Ultimate all day, every day. So, I suppose in that sense, I'm lucky that he doesn't always get Gate Guardian off the bat. But sometimes, not all the time, sometimes the computer likes to throw you off, where they will summon something weaker, and then the next turn, boom, Gate Guardian, and I'm like, why did you hold out? It wasn't that they didn't have it. They clearly had it in their hand, because when you when they place the card, you're like, oh yeah, you definitely had that in your hand, and it makes you think to yourself, why the hold up? They don't do it often though. I mean, it's smart, I guess. Draw the opponent out by throwing out a weak card, hoping that monster gets destroyed, so you can be like, okay, how strong is this? Can I beat it? Here you go, boom. But they don't do it that often, you know. Oh, I've only got traps. Well, I got red eyes, but alright. Attack me. Don't let this trap go to... Or not. Or not, just use heavy Father's Duster. Heavy Father's Duster. That should be a thing. That should be a meme. I'm joking. Heartbeat's Feather Duster. Alright, let's give Blue Eyes that nice power up, a juicy power up, and Mega Morph. Sucking all that energy up. Nom, nom, nom. Juicy 1,000 points. Yeah. That's the good stuff right there. That's the black market cards. Yeah, that was Gate Guard. He was bound to get it at some point. But hopefully I'll get an A, because I'm not far off from winning. But oh well, I'll win next turn, so. Still want to see that, you know, that Pokemon game that's like in the style of, why don't I do that, or whatever, like in the style of Pokin, But you know, it's just your typical going around, sort of like Pokemon Coliseum. Still waiting for that though, where the battles aren't double battle all the time, and the actual, yeah, because Coliseum is kind of like a work in progress. Oh, Tornado Thunder Dragon. At least I think. I've already got 3 though, haven't I? Yeah, still cool. I got it. I consider Pokemon Coliseum a work in process to like fully functional animations. You know, where you actually the Pokemon don't just show animation of they're doing a tackle, but then it skips and they get hit, but you don't actually see them get hit. Or if it's a seismic toss, it looks like they're about to go in to grab you, but you don't see the seismic toss. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas Pokemon Tournament, you know, Charizard grabs you and he does seismic toss, and that looks bloody awesome, by the way. You know, I just thought, oh man, this is like watching the anime in a way. You know, so that's cool. That's really cool. Need to do that, but like, you know, going around doing your old gym leader, you know, hunting down the gym leaders, yeah, beating all the gym leaders, getting all your badges, collecting all the Pokemon, just a general, you know, handheld Pokemon. But you probably have to put it on the console, which I doubt Nintendo will. You never know, the NX, but I'm still waiting for that, because I feel like that's what we need. The next generation of Pokemon is that get that animation, that anime feel, that feel, that seismic toss, that Pikachu jumping in the air and throwing an electro ball. I think we need that. That would be bloody amazing, if I'm honest. Bloody amazing. It would be good stuff. Sorry, Metalzoa. Your darkness fails when it comes to Blue Eyes, the White Dragon of Justice. I don't know why. He just is the White Dragon of Justice. I'm looking at the stream. It seems to be in green, so that's good. That rhymed. So it's one thing that when I use another program, I could actually test my connection. So it tests it tests like my region, so I could tell like what's the best region to use. Even though you think it'd be England, but on there, it sometimes doesn't even give me the option to choose England. Instead, they choose me France for whatever reason. I'm like, okay, as long as it's not laggy over there, you know what I mean, from here and stuff, then I guess we're all good. But this I just kind of stream, and then it just tells me how many like bit rate at the bottom, and if it's green, that means it's stable. If it's yellow, that means it's kind of, you know, dropping frames, and if it's red, it's outright just bad, like it's lost connection or something. Which, strangely enough, when I'm about to end the stream, it's like the stream knows. It tends to just kind of crop down in quality and lose its like connection a bit every time. I can only think about the only thing I can think of is that around the time that I quit, my internet just goes down for whatever reason. Maybe it's that time where it just, you know, maybe it's too many people on the internet. I don't know. But I feel like it just drops sometimes. I look back at that, I think the last session, and I was like, why am I like at 24p? That's the worst quality almost. I think 144p is the worst, but 24p is pretty bad. It's so blurry. I was like, what's going on? But it's only at the end, so it's like, that's fine. Just wondered why why it does it, honestly, you know. Boys, yeah. That's no problem. I'd really love to be able to get Exodia on this live stream, and I'm gonna try. If you don't try, you won't succeed. But you know, if in the case of that it doesn't happen, you know, it could go either way, I guess. I will just have to get it off screen. But I will be back with a live stream at some point, but I don't know when. But stay tuned, because I'll be doing other live streams every now and again. I think I might make it a thing, at least until something comes up and I can't do Fridays. But I might make it like a Friday stream where I'll most likely stream around the same time, but do other things, you know. Like I say, I'm always open to suggestions about games we want to stream. Like I say, if you want to suggest like a cheap Steam game or something, I could try that out and like do like a first like a live stream of it. So you'll find out what I'm thinking. It kind of is a first impressions as well, you know, at the same time, I guess. But what's this? Do this just to make sure. Honestly, I don't think when I do live streams, I don't think I just throw it down and think, it's fine. It won't be a Gate Guardian, but that's what gets me bad ranks, and then these things happen. So yeah, good work, Jay. Good work. We get there. We get there eventually. Have I seen Metal Slug? Well, I think I've seen it at some point. Metal Slug versus Metal Slug, but mine's better. Mine's definitely better. That's for sure. At least I think it is. God, the beasts within. It sounds like a bear. Is that what Zoa is? Like some evolved or deformed bear, demon bear thing? I don't know. Looks, it's definitely some sort of demon beast, but you know. What is the question? Clearly Scar Knight's some skeletal demon warrior, but he looks pretty cool. I think I might have to say that Summon Scar looks a bit better, but you know, Scar Knight's got the better attack, so you know. Dark Magician. Actually, I want to have a look. What's his Mars? I don't think I've checked his Mars. Oh, I'm not going to beat it because it was Suijin, and I changed it to Mars, and yeah, Guardian stuff. That's no good. Sonic says it's no good. I actually haven't finished my dinner, but well, I finished for now. I was eating it, and then I was like, it's fine. I'll leave it there, and I might nibble on it later. And my butt, I don't like sitting on this chair. Falls asleep, and then it just aches. Alright, show me what you got. I know it's not going to go through anyway. Oh, it's like lightning. Interesting. So I'm guessing the light one is dark magic attack. Yeah. Oh, I should have checked Scar Knight's. I think he just slashes. But I can't remember what his other Guardian Star is, so. We win! What do we win? We win! Grifford, that's not Exodia. That's not Exodia at all. I'll have to go back in. Let me just have a look. How many pieces do I have, like, number-wise? Oh, I went too far. Moron. Yeah. About 4. Okay. So nearly even them out. That's interesting. Let me take a sip of my Diet Cola, even though I don't really like it. It's alright. It's not as bad as I thought. Plus I got a lot more in the fridge, so gotta get rid of them. There we go. I actually don't, in this situation I'd rather not use Megamorph, because Megamorph, it might as well count for 2 equip cards, because that's pretty much what it does. Powers you up twice, and equip cards lower your rank, so I'm a bit iffy because I don't want it to lower its rank to the point where I can't get an A rank. So I'm pretty certain you can get Exodia, the Forbidden One, as long as it's an A or an S, but it has to be at least an A. So, you know, 4 stars, boom. Gate Guardian, of course. That was that one example of place the weaker card down. Because I don't think he drew it. I don't think he did. I honestly wasn't paying attention. If he drew it, then never mind. But if it was already in his hand, then yeah. That was one of the examples I was actually talking about. Hey. Also, I'll try not to be so depressing last time, but you know. You're only human. It is what it is. You got things off your chest, things you want to talk about. Honestly, and you know, I do these live streams, but it isn't easy. You know, it isn't easy to bring conversations. I mean, even like when I'm talking to Jamie and we're doing a let's play or talking to Mark or something. It can be difficult sometimes to have a conversation because once we've stopped talking about the game because there's nothing really else to say, we're just kind of watching me play the game or I'm watching Mark play the game or whatever. It's kind of like we need to break this awkward silence and I don't know what to say and I'm just pointing out random things and I always hate that. I always think to myself, oh, I wish I had something to say, you know. When you don't, you don't. And I'd rather not just kind of sit there and laugh at funny things. You know, it's supposed to be commentary. You're not really there to be silent. Otherwise, you might as well make it like a walkthrough or something, you know. And just don't bother. I don't have a problem talking, but it's just that sometimes, even if I have someone to bounce off of, I just don't have anything to say. You know, it's just like. That's why me and the team need to play more games when we get time, of course. That we know, so we at least have a bit to talk about, you know. Rather than me being that guy, I know what's going on, but no one else does. So it's just like, I guess I'll have to explain the game, and then once I'm done, unless they ask me questions, which they normally don't, we'll have to just come up with something to talk about. Although normally it's just kind of random, honestly. Yeah, random commentary, random talking about stuff. Not always about the game. That's the fun, you know, talk about random stuff. Normally it is gaming related though. I don't think we've ever talked about films. I mean, we do talk about films, but not, you know, off camera. I'm not sure. We might have mentioned films before, but I don't think we do it often. But it's normally game related, so it might not be necessarily the game that we're playing. But it's a game. Might not even be the game from the same console, but, you know. It's all in good fun. We'd like to think we're just like casual people, and if people like the casual stuff that we go for, you know. I mean, I still want the quality to be good. Believe me, it takes a lot of time to edit videos, especially trying to get the good quality. And even then, there are still things that I'm not happy with, like certain reviews. But you know, I'm not going back and doing it now. I'm looking at it as a learning curve to try and improve each time. Right, I know if people don't like it, people don't like it, but put it this way: while I'm at this point where not many people are here to really say anything, you know, I don't mind. I want people to speak up if they don't like something on our channel, or if they want to suggest something, or they want to see more of this. I want them to do it, but people don't at the moment. So I figure, well, if I upload a tutorial that's somewhat okay and decent, you know, people are not going to really say, ah, this isn't very good, because no one says anything. So I can risk it and I'll most likely be fine of people not criticizing me. Not that I'm bothered anyway, but you know what I mean. Because I'd rather not be recognised because someone keeps disliking my videos, saying that I'm crap, that we're crap. You know, obviously you want to be recognised because people at least enjoy your content. You know, I mean, publicity is free. You know, any free publicity is, I suppose, beneficial in some way. You know. Tempted to use Rogeki, but no, I won't. So I think that'll screw me over, honestly. This will probably be an A or a B. Let's see. As a B. Yeah, so I won't gonna get anything from that. I always get tired around this time. I think it's the food I ate, honestly. I was eating pizza. I think that does make me a bit sluggish. Alright, so if I do this... There we go, we should be good. Hopefully we can get that S or A. And then, we'll have to see. We'll just have to see. No, I did do a break, and I'm not going to do a break this time. At least I don't think so. Unless something happens, I should be fine, so, you know. I have Skype open, but I put myself on busy, so no one should really bother me. No one normally does, to be honest, but sometimes, I mean, it depends. If Mark turns up and he wants to join in, that's fine, but, you know, if someone's like pestering me about something else, I'm like, not right now, busy, okay. I just imagine someone creeping on my stream and being like, well, not saying anything, and then someone in my scope is like, hey, can you come out with something? And I'm like, I'm busy, and then they're like, yeah, you're not busy, no one's watching your stream. And then I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, how do you know? Have you? You're saying they must have seen my stream. So no one's watching your stream, no one's gonna give a damn. Come out at me and say no. Because in case you guys don't know, which you probably don't, because like I say, I have another channel dedicated to classic Sonic. Well, Sonic 1 specifically. I play Sonic 1, Sonic the Hedgehog hacks on emulator, of course. And I also do Sonic the Hedgehog 1 tutorials. When I started doing the tutorials, especially, I got loads of people wanting to add my Skype. I said, I think I might have added my Skype on my SSRG profile, which is a Sonic website. And people were just like, add me, I want help, and I'm like, no, you can comment on my video and I'll try and help you, but stop harassing me. You know, I have a life as well. So I'm technically juggling 2 channels, this one and the other one. But I've somewhat been neglecting the other one because of the amount of effort I have to put in, again, because it's more video work with my tutorials. But I was slowly trying to bring up the rear. I'm slowly trying to do more tutorials for that channel, but you know. There are times, you know, when you just want to play a game, but you don't want to record, you know. At least I have that freedom, I think, you know. I have that freedom of I can play a game and I don't have to worry about recording it, really. Not unless it's like a let's play that I'm recording, and maybe, but you know. I've just bought a game and I'm like, you know what? Do I have to record this? Nah, this is just a hobby. I'll just play the game and there you go. Exo Sangam. Same attack. Not good enough. It doesn't look like Exodia. I think no. I don't think it's working out. But we will continue anyway. We'll try our best. Well, I should say I try. I don't know why I keep saying we. I don't know who I'm referring to. The voices in my head, maybe. Maybe, who knows. Yeah. Get Blue Eyes a fair amount, which is good. Wish I got me to be dragging a little bit more, and I should probably stop slouching. That'll probably make it worse for my... Well, I can do this. Fusion Ha! Meet your black dragon. Melzoa. Never stood a chance. Boom! There we go. Number 3500 and Seto will be done. Give me that 5-star. Or it might be A, maybe, because I fused, but it should still be alright. Give me that juicy 5-star. Now I think about it, I mean, I guess I know why, but I don't think they ever used star chips ever again, did they? Because it was like a one and done deal, the Duelist Kingdom. They never used it for, like, any other. Sangan again? And I got an A. Because I fused. Really? Maybe it's because it's Black Dragon. Would they consider that though? How strong the fusion is? Not sure. I think there's still, even though I've played this game countless times, I still feel like there are things that I don't know. Well, like the fact that certain cards don't exist when they should be, and other little things that I found out by reading some certain forums and stuff. So you know, still, you know, not as good as it could have been. You know, but like Digimon World, where some people are indifferent to the game, I love it. I love Digimon World. I just think it's so much fun, and I want to say I prefer raising one Digimon as a, you know, instead of like 3, because you know Digimon World 2003, Leveling up 3 Digimon was very, 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 very long time consuming. I'm trying to think. Digimon Cyber Slav, it's not as bad because there's so much more you could do to increase your experience points, where you couldn't really do that in 2003. So yeah. But you only have one Digimon, which was pretty much made you feel like you were one of the Digidestins from the series, because you're like, you know, you have one Digimon, they have one Digimon. Why should you have 3 or whatever? You know, it's always been like that. These main characters have always had one Digimon each, you know. That one Digimon that is your partner, and that's it. So it just kind of made sense to me. I think the only thing I would say is that maybe make the game a little longer. Make it a bit longer. Add megas for starters, so you can raise a mega. And don't make ultimate so difficult to evolve. You can make megas a little bit harder if you want. But the amount of training you can do, maybe make it so that you level up instead. I don't know. I doubt they changed it that badly. Well, I'm not gonna get my Digimon remake. Doesn't matter how much I want it. I'm not gonna get my Digimon. I'm not getting it. I get it. I get it. I'm not getting it. Actually, let me have a look. I think we're alright. Okay. I'm just checking, but okay. Okay. Just gotta check something quickly. I swallowed a bit too much there. I probably shouldn't be doing this when I'm live streaming, but it should be fine. I say that, I think it started. Well, no, that was my emulator, I think. So that's fine. Oh, I need to read that again. Anyways. Okay. Okay. Something I will sort out later. Just having a read. Ugh. Yeah, I'll just place it out. We should be alright, yeah. Gaia the Dragon Champion. I say it's a Dragon Champion, but he's not the strongest. Surely it'd be better to control Blue Eyes or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. The same. Then again, I suppose that the Blue Eyes Ultimate is reserved for Blackluster, which makes Master of Dragon Soldier. So, you know. I always thought that was pretty cool. How Yugi literally summoned his best card. Because most people probably think that it's Dark Magician, but it's actually, technically, it's Blackluster Soldier. It was, before he got the Egyptian God cards. And I think he only summoned Blackluster Soldier like once, that one time, I think. That like one time. and then Blue Eyes Ultimate, and I didn't think they fuse. I was like, wait, they fuse? Like, what? I was like, okay, that's cool. And then it made Master Dragon Soldier, and I was like, well, damn. Okay. And it has like a crazy effect. I don't actually think the actual card itself has that crazy effect. I'd have to look it up. Twin-headed. Sungrow Thunder, close enough. Wouldn't mind actually getting Sungrow Thunder. Oh, I haven't got any of the old the elements, the elementals, but that's not my priority, of course. I think at one point, Curse Dragon. I think at one point I've gotten at least I think I've at least won one of each card, but not in the same save file. So I've won a Kasajin in one save file, Surgeon in another, and Sungrow Thunder in another. I think Sungrow Thunder apparently is like the rarest, so Sungrow Thunder is really hard to come by. But I've never gotten them all myself. I've never really dedicated myself to getting them. Normally I just get twin-headed. if I'm fighting to get Kasajin or any of them, normally I have to fight like Hojin, and he normally just gives me twin-headed, or sometimes Meteor Black Dragon, because he does give you Meteor Black Dragon as well. It's just not as rare. I might actually have to take a break. I might need to go to the toilet. We'll see. Might have to take a small break, but we'll see. I'm not like desperate at the moment or anything. I was just thinking, oh, I can feel it. I can feel it. Can you feel it? And well, hopefully you can't feel it. I'd be a bit worried. But duty calls. I did just eat my dinner, so. But now, probably just need to go for a really simple. That's fine. I really need to just stop rocking. I think I am rocking now, and it's kind of a habit I've always had. So I remember, I think it was my granddad, or it might have been someone else, who was like sitting in his rocking chair, and I feel like ever since then, when I was a kid, I've rocked in my chair. Then again, there's a somewhat another reason I think why I do it, but I feel like that's a part of it, you know. I was like, but you know, that was a rocking chair. The chair I'm in is not a rocking chair. I can fall off this chair. Although it'd be hilarious, I'd rather not hurt myself, so you know, try not to rock. Plus it looks stupid, really, honestly. Just need to chill and relax. JT Guardian. Boom. Making me want to play Capsule Monsters. Don't know why, I just do. I'll have to do that at some point on this channel, I think. I like that game. I haven't played real chess in a long time, but it makes me feel like I'm somewhat playing chess because of the pieces, but you know. It's pretty cool. Just making sure I haven't muted my mic. Castle Dragon again, 2 in a row, eh? That's still not Exodia though, is it? No. Oh, do behave. There we go. Do. Might be Skull Knight. I'm gonna choose Moon. Magician. Just figured if you know, the defense might be strong enough, so I didn't want to risk it. It shouldn't be, but still. Sierra. That's a cool looking dragon. Kind of looks like it has like an axe head. I could technically buy Sierra actually. I mean, there's definitely I can buy, but I can't buy like Kazajin or anything. They're like 99999. They're like, no, you're not buying them. Same with like Harpies. I never really thought that Harpies was rare, but I guess it is. I don't know. Or maybe it's just this game that it's rare, but yeah. Huh. Just pulls out Gate Guardian. Bit late, but you know, it might save you. Haha, no. You cannot be saved from twin-headed Thunder Dragon. Oh. I always thought the Immortal of Thunder was either Zeus or Kamanazi attack was like Zeus or Zeus's Wrath, like a stronger version of you know. I think I don't know if it's in this game. It might be Dual Races, but one of the games. When I literally saw it's like a hand and a head, I just thought it's just like we're just seeing the head, but there is there is a body. We're just seeing it from that perspective, is looking down. We're looking from underneath him, and it's just cut off on the card. But then I saw the animation, and it was literally a head and hands. I swear, and I was like, oh, it's literally that. Okay then. All right. Oh, okay. He's Rayman. I didn't even know he's Rayman. Confirmed. Oh, I'd love to play another Rayman game. Not an Origins or a Legends, but you know, I think at this point we need another 3D platformer. Not Raving Rabbits, that can get lost. I think we need another 3D, like Rayman 2, Rayman 3. Not Rayman 2 another edition, because there's like so many Rayman 2 copies out, you know, and like everything. Not that. Yeah, a new one altogether. An actual Rayman 4, you know, would be nice. I mean, they're doing Origins. Why can't you do like a Rayman 2 or Rayman 3 type of thing, you know? Hey, if Rayman 2 hit it off well, I'm sure you know, Ubisoft, come on. Get on it. Rayman 4. Make it happen. Make it happen! And I think Crash needs to come back as well. I'd like to see him coming back, even though I didn't really like the other games, but, you know. Hey, Sonic keeps coming back, even though some people would say he should just give up his career now because he's clearly not doing very well and stuff, but, you know. I'm going to risk it. Is he going to Shadow Spell? No, but is he going to attack? No, alright. At the risk of losing my rank, although I probably would have lost my rank anyway. There we go. Yeah, he really isn't as aggressive as set at the third. So that's that. If it was Hyjin, I bet he'd still, like, he'd have like a trap, or he'd have like something, like a magic card, like Crush card or something. Almost every time. I actually probably should not put my leg where I put my leg. Don't put my leg where I put my leg. You heard right, folks. How are we doing? Looking okay. I haven't seen any like spikes, so that's good. That's good to know. Okay. Just checking. Okay. I think we're all good. Let's have a look. Boom, boom. What's the time? 2014. You know what? I'll take a small break. I'm just gonna take a loot break, but it's not gonna be like a really long break. So I will do this, and I will do this, and then this. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Oh, right. There we go. We are back. Uh, there we go. Alrighty. Much better. Oh, no, don't slouch. I keep doing that. Try not to slouch. That should be alright. This is chair. I wish I had an actual gaming chair, but I don't. And they're quite expensive, so don't know if I'd want to buy like a I don't know if I'd want to buy like a second-hand one. I'm not sure. Depends on how bad the has been used, I guess. Quality. If it's cheap, it doesn't look too bad. I'll defend. I'll draw out and see if he's got a gate guarded or something. Can't make up my mind. Blue eyes, okay. That's not so bad. And I counter with Meteor. I think I've seen this. I think this is the one where Meteor Black Dragon charges into the opponent. I think. I will say one thing. That's so slow summoning the monsters. Doors of the Roses, I know it's a PS2 games, but they're literally just there. They're just there. You don't have to wait for like no special summoning, but they kind of wanted to make it look, I don't know, extra special. So they have like a little ritual summoning circle thing. Or maybe they just couldn't load it straight away, I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know. Is this the one? Yeah. Summon the power of the sun! Boom! That damage animation looks pretty cool. Blue Eyes has been bested. Move over. Meteor Black Dragon's in the building. And then Blue Eyes ultimate just comes along and just like, free heads, motherfucker! Free heads, motherfucker! It's like a behemoth then. Okay, it's probably Shadow. Yep. No, not Shadow Ghoul, Wall Shadow. Same thing, not really. It's what if they fuse together, so. I actually thought in this game that you fuse Wall Shadow with Labyrinth Wall, but I'm pretty certain that doesn't work. You have to fuse Wall Shadow with Magical Labyrinth. I'm pretty certain, and that makes Wall Shadow. But I don't know. I just thought, well, just fuse them together. Just fuse. But no, I'm pretty certain I tried that. I mean, I was gonna say it sort of works in Doors of the Roses, but you have to place. You have to place it on top, so not really. You place it on top of the labyrinth space. So, Hero of the East is not Exodia. Please. Nah, it's okay. I kind of expected, I was expecting not to happen, but I wanted to give it a try anyway. I don't mind these chilled out sessions. They're not meant to be like super serial, I never think streams are. I think they're meant to just be like live casual things on whatever you're doing, and they're not really like I have to tell you how to play the game. I have to explain all this. Am I going 100%? No, I'm not doing a let's play or anything like that. I'm not doing no fancy intro or anything like that. It's all me. It's all me, baby. It's all me. Yeah. It's all casual stuff. Of course, I suppose if you miss the live stream, it kind of takes, it loses its purpose, really. You miss out on the live stream. Metal Soa. It's a shame we can't get Red Eye's Metal Dragon, but details. Details. Got Metal Soa, that's fine. keep wanting to just look at Scar Knight's animation again. I keep forgetting. I'll do it next time if I remember. Just play start mission down, I think. Let's go. Let's go, Scar Knight. Mitchell's there, we're gonna cut you down. I'm pretty certain this is the one where he cuts him down. I think the other one is like he shoots a beam out of his shield. I think. Show me what you can do. Yeah, slash. That hit, that second hit didn't even look like it connected, but you know, it did. By the power of magic, it did. Burn. Burn. I don't know why the car burns like that, but sets a light. Dark Magician! Not Exodia! You know, it's always cool to, get a powerful card and stuff. But, in this case, I still would have preferred Exodia. It's just not the same, guys. It's not the same. One way or another, I'll be getting Exodia. But whether I'll be getting it here, I don't know. Doesn't look like it. But, it's not over yet. So we'll just go and keep on going and see what we can do. Is that acid trap hole? Let's see. What do you think? No, I don't know what that is. It's a trap. I just don't know what trap it is. You can always tell because, when they have a magic card, they highlight over it as if to say, oh, I'm finished with that magic card. I'm not going to use it. We can't do it. We just leave it alone. There you go. But Sungrow Thunder, yeah. So when they leave it, that's your indication to know that it's some kind of trap. But you just don't know what it is. I suppose you have to indicate somehow how we're going to defeat the opponent. But then at the same time, isn't the whole point of you placing a face down card is that you don't know whether it's a magic or a trap or an equip card, or a ritual card if you want to put a ritual card down. But in this case, it's like, well, the opponent doesn't use ritual cards anyway. But if they don't highlight it and it goes black, it's going to be some sort of a trap. So that kind of removes that immersion, I guess. You know what's going to be a trap. You know what's going to be a magic. I don't know. Maybe it'd be too hard with all the difficulty and all the the BS of having super powerful cards like that, and you can't get them. I don't know. Maybe it's just a small thing. But still, you're not supposed to know whether it's a trap or not. That's the thing. Well, he didn't attack me, so it's either Metal Zoa or Blackluster, so, Metal Zoa. So we're good at least with that. Although I'm hoping to get an A, but I did use Widespread Ruins, so could be a B. Let's see. Like I say, I need more S's and A's. Otherwise, I'm never going to get Exodia. I'm going to have to do some grinding for when I do that stream, though. I do that special Exodia stream. I'm going to have to grind. Because if I want cards that I can specifically use for said opponent, I feel like there's some cards I need to get. Well, I might not need to grind everything. There are probably some things I can buy. But unfortunately, okay, that's ace. But unfortunately, there is a lot of cards that are over so many starships, and I don't mean the 999 ones. I mean there are a lot, or it's the 999 ones, in most cases. I think magic cards are 500, or 800, roughly, and the equip cards are 500. One of the two. I think it's a lot. I mean, granted, they expect you to grind anyway, but No, he's using his trap. That's fine. There we go. Awesome. But what's he got now? Melza, not Melza, Magiga. Alright, I have to defend. I have no choice. Man, I've been playing so much of this card game, in case you guys don't know, called Dragon Ball Icy Card Ass, to the point where I can't play it anymore. What I can, it's in Japanese, but there's like a website that translates it in English, so you sort of know what to do-ish. I figured out for the most part. I think I've lost this. I'm not going to get the rank I want, so I'm just going to give up this round. I'm going to give this round to him. But yeah, I've been playing that so much. I keep thinking I'm going to get like more cards and key and stuff, because it's all based like on key. Different to this game, different to Yu-Gi-Oh. But no. I can play it more, but basically there was like this CPU event where you fight against the CPU. But I'm pretty certain you can't fight the CPU otherwise. It's like already based on online. It's free though, so that's cool. That's good. I won't say no to a free game. But one thing, well, obviously one, I wish it'd be localized, so it's actually in English. Two, there needs to be more cards because there isn't that many cards actually. And three, I wish, if there isn't, an actual CPU mode where you can, like, I don't know, battle certain CPU with certain decks and stuff. I don't know. You know, like other Dragon Ball characters. Like, if it's like Goku, you have a deck rolled around Goku or something. You know what I mean? Rolled around Goku and, like, Gohan and Goten and, you know, other Vegeta and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's fun. Just limited for certain reasons, and because I'm technically English and I'm not Japanese, so I can't, because you can actually buy the cards for that game, but, well, I can't because I'm not in Japan. I don't know if they ship them over here, but I'm sure it'll be a bit tricky working out how much yen this is and whatnot. I don't know. Plus you need a card reader, and I don't know if that would work with English, you know, with English computers, since it's all Japanese. No idea. And again, this was a Japanese installation and it worked, so yeah. Dragon Seeker. I'm getting a lot of Dragon Seekers. Like a lot. Why? Why? Oh, hello, Mateos. No worries. You don't suck. I appreciate you turning up, so I'm not all on my lonesome. Although I should be kind of used to talking anyway, because, you know, I do other videos and stuff, but, you know, I'm sure if you do a video with commentary and you upload it to YouTube, unless you put it as private or unlisted, I'm pretty certain you do want people to actually watch your stuff and listen, you know. Kind of defeat the purpose, really, you know. Unless you just want to send it to your friend and be like, oh, look, I did this and stuff, you know. I know some people that do that, just upload things because they want to upload a funny thing, and they're not too bothered about whether other people watch it. They're just showing you. They're like, oh, look, I did this, and it's like, oh, okay. You know, sure, there are quite a few of us that started off like that, just uploaded funny YouTube stuff, just random stuff, whatever. Oh, look, my cat fell off a thing or whatever, or knocked the table over, I don't know. Has you been framed? Da, 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 da. Good old you been framed. Good old you been framed. If you've been framed, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this is like a British English TV show. It's basically the not Rude Tube, if you know what Rude Tube is. But it's basically just like a bunch of funny videos that people upload, and then the show shows them. or picks a certain amount and be like, look at all these videos, and then you have like a commentator. And I think last guy was like Harry Hill or something, and he's like, oh, look at this cat doing this and stuff. And I don't know why I did that, but he lost his Blackluster Soldier. So hey, and I got my I Meet Your Black Dragon. So bad news though, Matty. I also haven't got Exodia, and doesn't look like I'll be getting him. I wish I could for this last final session, but I think it's kind of inevitable at this point where I'm just gonna have to get him off camera, and then I'll just be like, here you go, I did it. You know, it only took me so many times, but I did it. I did it. You know. And it'll be the first time. I mean, that's why I wanted to do this, because I thought, first time getting Exodia, that would be pretty cool. But, never mind. You never know, I might, like, record just showing me winning it, and I can upload it to YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. Nah, probably not. I'll just show it. I'll just show it next time. Whenever that next stream will be, but I don't know. I don't know. I think if I do another stream next week, it won't be Yu-Gi-Oh related. It'll be something else. So, you know, at least I think so anyway. But yeah. Ah, thank you. I appreciate it. I try my best, but you know, random number generator. If it wants to give me Exodia, which is pretty much 8%, if you're fighting set of the second, then it will. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. You know. What is your luck like? I suppose really. Considering I got Metal Zoa a lot sooner than I thought, which I'm still shocked. You know, still kind of surprised, considering it's 2%. You know, and the amount of cards that gets I guess shifted about in the random number generator apparently is absolutely ridiculous. So if you get Metal Zoa that early, then well done. You know, I'm just like, wow. You know, still not Exodia, but you know. Well, let me just quickly check something. Oh, my head's getting a little itchy with my my orange cap. Okay. Okay. I'll look at that in a minute. So let me go over here. Oh yeah, I've thought about it. I won't be doing it yet, but I'll definitely be doing it. I keep doing that. I'll definitely be doing it. I just don't know when yet. Best thing I can say is just stay tuned. You know, if you're subscribed or following my Twitter, you know, I'll let you know when I do it. You know, I think I will literally just go for the customize my deck depending on the opponent and go from there. I'll have to put on a limit there and work out what's fair and whatnot. I might even like compare it and be like, okay, if this is good, I'll stick with this. If this ain't, then I'll remove this or whatever. Now, one thing I did think about was I'll either give myself a penalty or I'll give myself a helping hand. Basically what I'm saying is, because I basically came up with the rule with I have to win with Exodia. If I do, and this might be extreme, but let's just hope that I don't lose that many times, I have to start story mode all over again. So the idea would be that I don't save. Because if I do, then there's no way for me to really start again. So I figure if I don't win with Exodia, I have to start again. And I figured I'd give myself a penalty for losing, or I give myself like a buff. Like if I was struggling, then maybe I switch a card out and give me something better, or switch a couple of cards out, or I switch a card out and make my deck harder. I don't know. Maybe that sounds a bit harsh, but I figure I have to win with Exodia. Otherwise, the penalty is I have to start all over again. So, you know, think of it like Pokemon Nuzlocke. If you know what Pokemon Nuzlocke is, in a way, you know, it's a one and done deal. You got to start again if you do it wrong. You know, I don't mind because I like the challenge. I am a gamer that likes a challenge in a video game. You know, I'm the type of guy he will play, you know, certain games on hard mode because I like the challenge. Unless I really don't like the game. You know, I play Rayman. Rayman's really hard. Oddworld's really hard. Croc Legend of Gobos, that's pretty difficult. You know, for different reasons, but they're all pretty hard games. You know, and I like a challenge. I do. You know, Crash 1's pretty difficult. So I don't mind setting that for me. And hopefully, you know, people won't mind it and we'll just sort of see how we go. But that's, for the most part, that's what I've been thinking. I mean, I've been sort of busy doing other stuff, but I've had a bit of time to think about it, so, you know. I'm just not sure whether I should give myself a penalty or not, you know. Or, like, if I win a certain amount of rounds, I might have to, like, if it's too easy. Imagine I keep winning, and I keep winning, and it's too easy, because I can't make it a challenge, right? If it's too easy, what I need to do is maybe after, like, say, 5 rounds or something, 5 wins. If I get 5 wins straight, I have to remove a card or a certain amount of cards, depending on the opponent, because obviously, you know, I have to customize the deck differently. But if I've got this and this and this, and I've won so many times, I might have to give up something for something worse, just to make it harder, you know? Fun little challenge idea. Cool. Is this going to be an S, an A, or a B? Hey! I thought that said Sword Stalker, and I was like, ooh, Sword Stalker. No. Do I have Sword Stalker? I'm just curious. Let's have a look. Sword Stalker. The answer is no, but I think I can get it if I want to. But, you know. GNU. Let's have a look at the old chat. Free duel restriction. Ooh. To be honest, I wasn't going to free duel anyway. I can prepare beforehand everything I need. That's essentially what I'm going to do. I'm going to prepare myself. So if I need to grind, I can grind. That's fine. I can prepare myself beforehand. But I can obviously. So I should hopefully have all the cards I want at my disposal, but I can only use certain cards depending on the opponent. So I shouldn't never really go into free duel. At least that was my plan. It's straight all the way through the story mode, no saving, just go, 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 go. You know what I mean? Just, that's it. I mean, if need be, if I screw up and I save, I guess I could save state or something, because I am using the emulator, and then I could go back. Or if I screw up the deck, then I could, again, save state or something. It's not ideal, but, you know, one of the pros of using an emulator is that you can do that. So, you know, just in case if something goes wrong. Not saying it's, oh, I'm definitely gonna screw up or whatever, so I better have a failsafe, but, just kind of things I've been pondering, you know, things that I've been trying to consider. But yeah, I didn't plan on going into free duel. I plan on preparing beforehand, make sure I have everything, and then it's boom. You know what I mean? So no grinding. There should be no grinding while I'm live streaming, apart from this, of course. But you know, apart from you know, the beforehand stuff. No. What you have to realize is that I'm grinding we have to realize I'm starting again, but I'm not starting again with. Because I'm not sure what you mean. Because when I mean I'm starting again on this save state. Because obviously, when you complete the game, you can start again. So I'll have all these cards. I just won't use them all. If you know what I mean. I'm not starting a new save data where I have to transfer the pieces of Exodia over, or I use a cheat. It's not going to be like that, because I think that'd be way too unfair, in my opinion. I think that'd be a bit too harsh if I had to start again with a crappy deck and only Exodia. I think that'd be harsh. Plus, I have to do more grinding, and that will take a while. You know, I think it'd be better if I just did it off this save file, but even though I've got all these cards, I'm only restricted to certain cards depending on the deck. It just make it easier for me, and I figure it'd make it easier for you guys. You know, I'm sure you've seen enough grinding. You know, and I've definitely don't want to grind any more than I need to. You know, I think it'd just be a bit unfair in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I think that I mean, don't get me wrong, I like a challenge, but that kind of seems a little bit of a harsh challenge, if you know what I mean. You know, gotta make it somewhat fair. You know, you gotta make it beatable. You know, I'm sure it's beatable, but don't make it to the point where it's so ridiculously, you know, ridiculously hard that it's like, you know, you don't want to take too much enjoyment out of it. If it's so hard that you put the controller down or you just can't be bothered with it, I don't think that's good. You know, you have to have that sense of entertainment, I guess. You know, you want to feel like you're enjoying it even though it's hard. It's like come on, I'm gonna speed run this game and I'm gonna try and beat this score, you know, or whatever. It's like if a game gets you a hard mode, it's hard, but it's not ridiculously stupid that it's unbeatable. It's just a bit of a challenge, you know what I mean? That's how I see it anyway. But yeah. Yes, well, it is, to be honest. The game is ridiculous the way, you know, the we can't really do anything about that, but yeah, it is how it is, you know. That's why I still want that remake, so that... But Konami won't do it. You hear that, Konami? I know you're not watching my videos, so I can say this. You're lazy. Get off your ass. Get off your ass. And Capcom, get off your ass. I want a certain samurai game to be HD remake, please. Thank you. Get off your ass. Yeah, I'm not gonna get a good rank here. I'm not. Bring back Kojima. Oh, don't get me started with the whole Metal Gear Solid. Oh man. I mean, I don't even play Metal Gear Solid, but I'm aware of, you know, what was going on and stuff. Kojima's too good. Yeah. It's like, I don't need you. He's too good for them. In before Patreon. Is it Patreon? No, not Patreon. Kickstarter. In before Kickstarter projects. Well, I mean, there was already Kickstarter, but you know, in before like a Metal Gear Kickstarter or something, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories Kickstarter project. Do it. I know there's already a Kickstarter for like the Onimusha series, which is the Japanese game I was saying about. You know, good luck to them. Well, no, it's not Kickstarter. Sorry, it's a petition. That's not quite the same. They're basically saying, you know, come on, Capcom, get your ass in gear. And they're trying to petition for an HD remake, which honestly, they can do it. I think they can, because they've got Devil May Cry, right? And Devil May Cry is similar to Onimusha. It has like the same camera angles and everything. You know, the same sort of somewhat clunky controls, but they're very similar games the way they play. So I don't see why they couldn't do it, even though apparently someone said that they couldn't. And I'm like, why? Why can you not do it when they're not that, you know, they're not that much difficult, honestly. I mean, maybe some of the Onimusha games are longer than Devil May Cry, but surely that shouldn't be an issue, honestly. I feel like they're just making excuses. They just don't want to do it. If they don't think it's making them enough money, that's probably why. In my opinion, anyway. But I don't know what goes on in companies, you know. I just, you know, I'm just a viewer. I speculate. I'm just a gamer, you know. I'm telling Capcom and Konami, I will play these games again if you do a remake. You know, you get Forbidden Memories. I'd get all the trophies on my PS4 or whatever. I would do that. You know, I think there's still a market for it, but you know, it's. I know it's not that simple as well. There's other issues and whatnot, but it's just a bit disappointing when certain games get an HD remake and certain games don't, and it's just like this would look so good, and I'd love to play it, but disappointing. I wish. Let's have a sip of my cheap cola. There we go. Yeah, that's right. That shit. Yeah, Shenmue 3 Kickstarter. Yeah, I knew about that. They announced that, didn't they? Like at E3, I remember. I think was it E3? I think it was E3. They're like, yeah, Shenmue 3 finally gets an end. I never played Shenmue 3. I don't really know too much about it. But put it this way, I know there was an audience for it, so I know there's going to be, I think, quite a few people happy to. That's the first time I got that card to see it finished. You know, so I think there's definitely an audience there. So you know, things all go well. You know, like what's it called? I actually can't remember what it's called. The not Banjo and Kazooie game. That game. I actually forgot what it's called. You know, there's an audience for Banjo Kazooie, so I'm sure people will want to play it if it all goes well. Damn, I can't remember what it's called. It's like on the top of my head, but I can't. I just can't remember. Damn. Ukulele, that's it. Ukulele, that's it, yeah. I had to think for a second there, but yeah, ukulele. I mean, myself, I've never really played a Banjo-Kazooie game. I only started playing it because I was talking about it with Jamie, with my friend Jamie, and he had it on the channel, and I was trying to help him fix an issue, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to play this game, and you know, seems like a pretty good game. You know? I never grew up with a Nintendo 64, so I never got to play that game. I was the PlayStation 1. I was the Sega Mega Drive man, or the PlayStation 1 man. I'd never, you know, I wasn't allowed an N64. Well, I could have got an N64, but I wouldn't have been able to get a PS1. And so, I got a PS1. You know. I think I had the same choice between a GameCube and a PlayStation 2, and then it was like PlayStation 2. Especially since I really enjoyed the PlayStation 1. I really enjoyed it. I loved the games on there. So I was like, well, PS2 is going to have great games as well, aren't they? And, you know, for the most part, I have a big library of PS2 games. I probably have a bigger library of PS2 games than I do PS1. But the only real reason for that is because most of my PS1s that I had when I was a kid, I either broke or I lost. So, you know, I haven't been able to get most of my collection back, because if I ever try and look for my collection, it's either too expensive or I just can't find it anywhere. So, you know, I'm lucky because I actually found this game, I believe, somewhere cheap. I think I've got 2 copies of this game. I think. Let me check. Let me just quickly check, actually. So I'm not sure. I think I might have 2 copies of this game. Maybe, actually. Let me take off my thing. That's not Exodia, but I only got 3 stars, so that's fine. Okay. Yeah, found them. I can't actually remember why. I want to say because the other copy wasn't working, and that's probably why. Yeah, look. Actually, let me just... I even checked. Oh, okay, the stream's a little... Okay. Uh-oh. No, stream, what are you doing? Oh, no, the stream's going funny. No. Ah, well, I mean, I'm almost done, but still. Why is it... Oh, I'm dropping frames. Sorry about this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Actually, let me sign out of Skype. Let me just... What's going on? This did this before, around this time. I guess... I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You know what? Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm just going to stop the stream, and I'll be right... No. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, unless... Let's have a look. I mean, if it's still going, it should be fine, but... Yeah. Hopefully it should be alright. I'm almost finished anyway, but you know. I just don't know why it's dropping frames all of a sudden. Something's not right. Something's not right, but I don't know. It's weird. But yeah. There you go. That's one. And that's number two. So yeah, got both of them. I've actually got 2 copies of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels of the Roses as well. Yeah, I've actually got one without a disc. I lost it. But I've got the case. And the other one's in tatters, so yeah. But the cases are both in good condition. Just... I unfortunately lost one of the discs. But yeah, and I got 2 copies of Duels of the Roses because the other copy kept having issues. So, right. We're gonna have a few more duels. Hopefully, if the game doesn't, if the stream doesn't keep bugging out. I hope you can still hear me. I really don't. I don't want to stop the stream because if I stop the stream, I have to split this video up, and there's, you know, I'm not going to be on much longer, so there's no real point for me to do it, you know. So hopefully, stream doesn't look like you're going to fix yourself, but it's like you're just going to keep dropping frames for whatever reason. I have no idea why. It might... No, I was going to say it might be because I think my parents are using the internet, but I think they were using it earlier and it was fine. So I don't know why it would suddenly affect it now. I don't know. Is it laggy at all? Is it dropping frames? Well, I mean, I'm looking at it at my end and it looks like it's dropping frames. Seems like it's going okay. Well, I mean, if it's alright for you, that's good. It seems a bit choppy for me, but I can't seem to really do anything about it. See, if this was like halfway through the stream, I would have just stopped the stream anyway, and that's fine because it's half a stream. But since I'm nearly finished anyway, I don't see the point, you know. Yeah, some lag here and there. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's been fine for, you know, a good while, and now suddenly it's just like, yeah. I don't know. Something's going on with the internet. Even Skype didn't even you know, fix the issue. Yeah, it just keeps glitching out. Like, I have like a little bar that tells me, and it keeps going up and down, and it always stays around the same amount of like speed. Like it keeps going up and then down, and that won't do anything else. It's weird. It's really weird. I wish it wouldn't do that, but you know. Yeah, yeah. we don't need. We don't. We don't. We don't need any more. We don't. We don't need any more forbidden memories on this channel. No one. Well, not on this channel. On this. Well, on YouTube Gaming. No one. Who plays forbidden memories anymore? Come on. No one plays that anymore. It's all about. It's all about. It's all about Duel Masters, or some other card game or something, you know. This Yu-Gi-Oh's old news. We don't play that anymore. You know. Nobody got time for that. Nah, just time to call it night. Well, I'll be calling it a night soon, so it's fine. And unfortunately, for the last few duels, they haven't been very good, so I haven't been able to get those ranks, those SNA ranks, which I kind of hoped that I'd get a lot more. I mean, I did at the beginning. I weren't doing too bad, you know, and it started getting around 8 o'clock, and I still wasn't doing too bad. But as soon as I got to like around 8:30ish, it just sort of went all the way down, and I'm just having bad luck, unfortunately. Oh. Well, I tried. I tried. You know, I could never get into Duel Masters, honestly. I never could. I bought like one deck because it sort of looked interesting, but I just couldn't get into it. I just couldn't. I tried. You know, and I somewhat regret buying that one deck because I just never picked it up again. You know, I couldn't even really get. I couldn't really get into Pokemon cards. Well, I could collect them, but I couldn't get into playing them. Honestly, Yu-Gi-Oh is like the only actual real card game that I've actually managed to play and sort of understand it. Well, at least years ago. You know, not so much now, but you know, not with the you know, the new changes and everything. But you know. Oh, you lost your water deck. Oh, that's no good. Oh, that's a shame. I don't even know how many seasons of that series of Duel Masters that they did. I don't know. I just always felt like it was a knockoff version of Yu-Gi-Oh. Honestly, like it was literally trying to be Yu-Gi-Oh. Literally, you know. It just wasn't the same, you know. I don't actually know. I don't actually know if that's the case because, you know, I'm not like a huge fan of Duel Masters. I pretty much know nothing. I've still got my deck with my Yu-Gi-Oh cards somewhere. I just, again, I just couldn't get into it. But you know, I like sort of like turn-based chess card game sort of thing. You know, so I'm tempted to try and round up Seto's wins. My wins on Seto to 200, but I don't know if the stream can last that long before it cries. You know what I mean? Before it cries and says, "I don't want to do it anymore. Please turn it off." So we'll see. I'm looking at it, and it's dropping even lower now, which is very worrying. I think my friend said to me it did that when he was on here as well. Why? Look, my internet isn't the best, but it's not the worst. It's decent. It's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Believe me, it's pretty decent. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to stream. You know. So I don't know why it's just suddenly not. The only thing I can think of is that my parents are still online, and that's just chucking things. But fuck it. I'm gonna lose this match. on purpose, so I regret nothing. Boom. Goodbye. Sorry, Dark Magician. I have to sacrifice you. Boom. Ah, Magic the Gathering clone. Again, another card game I never got into, but I know Mark likes it. Mark has definitely become a Magic the Gathering guy. At least the the video game, which he's actually I think he's done some he's done some Magic the Gathering videos on our channel, which I watched. It does kind of look interesting. Don't know whether I get into it myself, honestly, because I don't, like I say, I don't really play new Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I only just stick to the old every now and again. So, but it looks, it looks decent. But I know he likes Magic the Gathering. I actually remember at school, the school library, I don't think there was ever a Yu-Gi-Oh area, but there was like this, I don't know if it was like an official area, but I think like at lunchtime and maybe on the weekend, there would always be people on this table all playing Magic the Gathering. So I feel like it was a thing, like maybe they spoke to the librarian or something, and they were like, can we have like a session where we just play cards or something? And they were like always in this quiet corner, and you got to try not to disturb them, I guess, or whatever. I mean, they're surrounded by books, so there's going to be people that want to look at books, but it's just like this group of like 16-year-olds all playing Magic the Gathering and stuff. Never Yu-Gi-Oh though, never Yu-Gi-Oh. Always Magic the Gathering, it was never Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't think I'd ever dare bring my Yu-Gi-Oh cards to school anyway, because one, people probably make fun of me, and two, I'd probably get stolen or nicked, so, But I did used to go to tournaments when I was in school. But I lost interest. I lost interest very fast, to the point where I just thought I'm just going to stick to the games and collect them every now and again. But I got bored really fast. The only thing I really liked about it was whenever I entered the tournament, I always got a free card, so that was cool. What? I should have changed the Guardian Star to Sun. What's wrong with me? I'm kidding myself. I just after that I give up. I give up. It's not worth living anymore. I give up. I need to do it all over again. Straight when I said it would start crying. I think it's had enough. It's had enough. It's like, please stop. It'll all be over soon. I'm going to finish soon, so don't worry. You didn't kill me. Ah. Well, not kill me, but KO, defeat. There we go. Come on, finish me off. Oh, cool. I don't think I saw anyone play Duel Masters either. I think the only time people played Yu-Gi-Oh was like in my primary school, like on this bench. But the problem is, most of the kids were jerks. They are. Kids are spiteful. Kids are bad. A lot of kids are bad. And they would steal your cards, especially if you won. If you won, they'd be like, "You cheated," and then they try and steal your card. No, I never liked going over to that bench, because there'd always be those kids, and they act like they knew what they were talking about, but they didn't. They were just bad kids that just stole other people's cards and stuff. You wouldn't ever want to have a match with them, because even if you won, I'd be surprised. They'd probably start a fight. No kid. They'd start punching you and stuff. It's just like, no. Better off just going to a tournament. But yeah, at least you get a free card. At least I did anyway. Whenever I went to a different tournament, I would always get a free one card. And I actually got like a really rare, like a shiny card before. I was like, oh cool. I think it's random. I want to say it was random. Like they're either just giving them out, or like they have like a booster pack and then they just like give it to you or something. But I remember like I think they were like advertising like a new booster pack, so I think it was from that. So they're like, oh look, there's a new booster pack and we're promoting this, and it's like, you know, get a chance to win the super rare card on the case or whatever, you know. So, but other than that, I was just surrounded by 8 to 9-year-old kids wearing the toy Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Disc, and their mums, and I'm just like 12, 13-year-old with Mark, and we're all like, guess we get to go find an 8-year-old to fight against or whatever and stuff. And strangely enough, we had these like 2 kids that were like 10, I think, like 9 or 10 or something. They were quite young. They were definitely younger than us because we were in high school and they were definitely in primary school. But they were really like funny guys, so we would always do double battles against them. Me and Mark were like, you know, these guys are pretty cool. They're actually quite nice kids. I'm quite surprised. You know, and every time we went to a tournament, they were always there, and we were like, oh, it's you guys, oh, it's you guys. I was like, oh, we gotta do a double battle. And what we ended up doing is we ended up actually like waiting until the end. We'd be like, what time are you leaving? And they'd be like, oh, we're leaving at this time. I was like, okay, before you leave, we've got to have one double match. But the thing is, we would always take so long that we could never finish our double match, and we'd all be like, ah, oh, it's a draw, it's a draw. And then they'd be like, nah, we won. It's like, nah, I got more life points than you. And that was one enjoyable thing. But I think like the last time I went, they weren't there anymore. So that was the last time I spoke to them. But you know, they were alright for youngsters. You know, I say youngsters. I was only like a few years older than them, but you know, still older than them. They're still kids. You know, they were funny guys. I can't actually remember what deck I had or what decks they had, but yeah, it was always me and Mark versus those 2. So that was fun. Yeah, don't have kids. Yeah. Don't you know this country is bloomin', you know, it's populated enough with all the people coming from other countries coming over here. We don't need to be more populated. So stop. You stop those horny kids. Stop those horny kids. Stop those horny kids from you know, doing them things. Have to stop it, man. It's not good. It's no good. But yeah, I'm surprised I remember that. But yeah, I actually wonder if Mark remembers. I'll have to speak to him at some point and be like, hey, you remember when we used to do that? It was hilarious. And then there was like this one dude he was kind of a bit of a jerk. But at one time he was like, oh yeah, I really like Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, really? It's like, yeah, let me come to a tournament with you. And I was iffy about this, and I was like, fine. I was a bit, to be honest, I'd like to think I was a nice guy with a conscience, which people kind of take advantage of that. They don't do that anymore because they know I'm not a pushover. But back then, when I was young, you know, I tried to be nice to as many people as I could, even if they weren't nice to me. But in the end, it didn't work out. And basically, this guy was like, I don't know, pretending to be interested in Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know why, he just was. He went to a tournament once, and he had like 2 red eyes in his deck and 2 blue eyes. It's like, I'm gonna crush them with my dragon deck, and I'm like, okay, whatever. He was like making a big scene and stuff, and it was really embarrassing. And then he was like, this is boring. I'm not going to this tournament again. And I was like, I'm not going to take you even if you do go, you know, because that's my parents who took him. And then like so many days afterwards, he was like, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sucks. You know what I mean? He was like that kid. If you ever met one of those, that kid, and I was like, oh, you don't like it now? It's like, oh yeah, you're stupid. Why do you have Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards? And I just thought to myself, really? High school was never fun. That I honestly, I never get why some people say to me, oh yeah, high school was cool. And I was like, no it wasn't. And I was like, yeah, it was alright. And I was like, I mean, me personally, I don't have very fond memories of high school at all. I really don't. I pretty much hated, you know, I didn't like primary school either, but I don't know which I hate worse, to be honest. I just didn't like school, you know. And put it this way, it wasn't because I didn't want to learn. It was the people that I had to be around day in, day out, and couldn't wait to get home to get away from them. You know, that was my high school. You know, that was, I don't want to be around these people. Get me out of here. You know, you know, that would have made life better if I didn't have those type of people. You know. God damn it, stream. Arrgh! No, actually, no, it's not. This guy's a different guy. No, it's not that dude. That dude. No, this guy I actually met. You know, he's actually in my school. But the Dragon Ball Z dude was just literally a guy who I met on YouTube. So he seems like an alright dude, but I don't really get his logic. And you know, like I said, when he says things like that, I just sort of scratch my head and thinking, okay. But no, this is a different guy. This is a different guy. You know, I get the feeling that he probably actually really likes Yu-Gi-Oh, but he's probably one of those guys where if his friends say that Yu-Gi-Oh sucks, he'll pretend that it sucks because if he doesn't, they won't like him anymore. I get the feeling, you know what I mean, that it's like that. Which, you know, you don't need friends like that, but... Ew, people! I know, right? Who needs people? I just need animals. That's it. It's just animals. That's fine. Yeah. At least these animals are kind to me. They might, some of the wild animals might claw my face off, but that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's cool. It's good. Am I gonna win? Yeah, I think I will. I don't know. I'm a madman. I'm a madman in the nicest possible way, if that's even possible. No. I'm a mad scientist. Man, I keep getting Celtic Guardian. Like, really? You know what? I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Rounding it off to 200, and that'll be it. That'll be it. So, but yeah, this is the last session for the hunt. Next time, I'll have Exodia one way or another. I just don't know when. But next week, I should be streaming, but something else. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. But it won't be Yu-Gi-Oh, and it won't be Forbidden Memories. It won't be Yu-Gi-Oh related at all. It will be my first time playing. Put it that way, and it'll be more than one game. So hopefully that'll be interesting. Now I most likely be on YouTube, but I might be on stream. I might be on Twitch, but I said that last time. But I should be alright on YouTube, so I most likely be on there. But we'll see. But yeah, hopefully next week I do plan on doing something different. So we've done a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I think it's about time I did something else. You know. Plus, it gives me an excuse to play these games for the first time ever. Assuming everything goes okay and I don't get any issues and stuff. But now I'm gonna round this guy off to 200, and then that'll be it. You know, why not? And then just see what we get afterwards and whatnot. Dragon Champion. Yeah, we're gonna win anyway, so there we go. Oh, it's enough. I wasn't expecting that to be enough. I've gotten so many Celtic Guardians from say the second, you know. Ah, you will have to find out. Could be anything. Could be console games. Could be something else. You know, I'll have to find out. But Put it this way, I'll be playing it on PC. But that doesn't really narrow it too much, because I could be playing all sorts of things on the PC. But, you know, it's PC related, in a way. So, yeah, it is. Well, I'm going to do it because, why not? Just see how that goes. Should be good. To be honest, I haven't even tried some of these games, so I should probably try them just to make sure everything's okay. I mean, it should be okay because I did check, like, you know, I checked the requirements, and most of the time my requirements are either higher or about the same, so, you know, my computer is decent enough, they should be able to run, you know. Should be good. I tried most of them just to make sure they worked, but I haven't tried all of them, so I might just have to test one and be like, make sure there isn't no issues with the games, but, you know. I thought it might be fun. Then again, might not be fun for others, but, you know, we'll just have to see. We'll see what happens next week. Be the same time, though. Although next week the clocks change. Well, I say next week, but in a couple of days the clocks change. So, Dragon Seeker again. I have gotten, like, how many Dragon Seekers? 3, 4. Jeez, they must be. I guess they just must be, like, not very rare. Because I've been getting a lot of Dragon Seekers, a lot of Celtic Guardians. Like, wow. I don't think I've hardly got anything that I haven't got yet. So yeah. What have you got, Seto? You have got Blackluster. Gay. No, it wasn't even gay. I'm disappointed. Disappointed. There we go. Meet your big kicking ass. Oh. I'm gonna fuse. Might as well get another Meteor Black Dragon to back me up. There we go. I'll put that as Mars, that's fine. Oh no, it should be fine, it should be fine. Yay. I've had fun though. I've had fun. You know, despite this just being kind of like a one-sided thing, I've you know, I've enjoyed it. And that's the main thing. You know, I do these videos because I want to, not because I have people basically begging me. Well, not begging, but you know, I don't have people being like, "Oh, we really want to see it." It's like, nah, I'm just doing it because I enjoy the game and I thought it'd be fun. You know. And hopefully when I do the old giant red sea snake, when I do the old deck thing, we'll be good. Last all, the finale, and they'll be good. Probably, yeah. It's probably going to be as rare. It's probably just going to end up being really hard to catch, like Metal Zoa. Like, I got Metal Zoa really easy this time. So Exodia is probably going to be, like, ridiculously hard to get. I mean, Exodia has a higher rate than Metal Zoa. Yeah, I got Metal Zoa just boom. Well, not just, you know, a lot easier than I did last time. So, I don't know. But to be fair, I haven't been consistent in getting A's and S's. Really, you want to be consistent as much as possible because then you have more of a chance of obviously winning the card you want. You know, when I got Metal Zoa, I was facing a character where most of the time I would always have cards to beat him so that I could pretty much always get an A or an S. I think you have to get an S for Metal Zoa, I'm not too sure. But I pretty much got an S every time, so there was no issues, you know. It wasn't just a matter of whether I was going to get an S, it was just a matter of when was I going to get Metal Zoa. Whereas say the second, he's still pretty tricky, and if I don't have like say an equipped card and Blue Eyes or an equipped card and Meteor or just Meteor Black Dragon, then there's a good chance that I'm not going to get that rank I want. Not a chance that I'm not going to win, but I don't get the rank, you know. You have to get that rank, otherwise you are not getting it, you know. I know one thing was that if you, I think, well no, I don't know if it's set at the second, it might be Hyjin but one of the two, basically, if you get like a 3-star or whatever, you can get one of the other pieces of Exodia, but you just won't get the head. So it's like, oh, if you get a lower rank, there's still a chance to get a piece of Exodia, it just won't be the head. And I think it's Hyjin, but it might be set at the third. But from the card list I read, you know, there's that. But to be fair, you're probably going to win one of the pieces of Exodia from like the other characters anyway. So, like one of the villages or something, or Simon Muran, because you know, to me they seem the most common from them. You know, I mean it makes sense. Konami logic. I still don't know why you don't fight an opponent and they just give you the card that they're using, or you know how everyone has a signature card. Like Yugi's signature card is Dark Magician, so if you beat him, makes sense you'd get him, or at least if you battled a number of times, or got a certain rank, or did certain things, you get that card, and that's his best card. You know, you fight Kaiba, you get Blue Eyes White Dragon, but it's not like that in this game. It's not, you know, it's just random. Did I mention random? You know, but it's an old game. I've harped on it so many times. I can keep going and keep going, but Konami's not gonna listen to me. So, you know. Anyway, that's the starships I've gotten so far. 7,000. What am I doing with my life? I do not know. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I know when I spoke to Mark, he was saying to me perhaps I could stop and then redo this, but to be honest, I think I've done this a lot, so I think it's best to say that I should just try and get Exodia on my own. But oh well, this is my deck, my final deck for now. When you next see it, I'll have the pieces of Exodia one way or another, and we'll be doing that that run of the story mode. But until then, like I say, thank you all for watching. Have yourself a good night. Again, Matthios, thank you for joining me. Appreciate that. And like I say, if you're interested in joining me next week to see what I'm streaming, then I'll be back at the same time, 7 PM GMT till around 9 PM, so about 9 hours. Bloody hell. No. About 2 hours. And I think it'll be GMT time by the time it, because it's British Standard, I believe, right now. When it gets there, it'll be GMT. So, but yeah, it'll be 7 PM British time, same time as usual. And I'll be first time streaming something else. So yeah, alright guys, I think I have had enough. I'm gonna chill for a bit and then, while my butt falling asleep, I'm just yeah, to get the max. Yeah, I got 992. Screw that. I'll just do the infinite starship. I'll just do the infinite starship trick. That's probably what I'll do. Forget the piece of Exodia. I'll just use the infinite and do that. But all right. I will catch you next week. But till then, thank you for watching, guys. Take care and have yourself a good night.